Hi, welcome to Storytime A Go-Go. My name is Debbie Leibowitz, and I'm happy to see everybody here today. I wrote a new story for this week for my program, Storytime A Go-Go, sponsored by the Abbott Public Library in Marblehead, Massachusetts. And I would like to share it with you right now. The name of the story is Tails Up, Tails Down, Tails, Tails All Around. And here you can see a picture of a dog. And the dog is actually chasing its tail. Have you ever seen a dog do that? I have, and I wonder sometimes if dogs actually catch their tails. I've never really noticed that before. Will you help me tell the story? Thank you. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let's say that together 2 times. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. What do you think the story is about? It's about tails. You're right. Can you guess whose tail this belongs to? Do you see this little tail peeking out right here? Who do you think that tail belongs to? Oh, I like to hear all your answers. Let's find out. This tail belongs to a dog. A dog. Can you pretend you're a dog and you have a tail behind you? How would you pretend you have a tail behind you? That's a good way. Yeah. This is a good way. Just put your hand behind you and you could kind of wag it a little bit like it's your tail of a dog. Let me see you do that. Put your hand behind you and wag it like it's a dog. Can you walk around the room like you're a dog? Get on your hands and maybe your knees and crawl around like you're a dog, or maybe get on your hands and your feet and move around like you're a dog. Let me hear all your dog sounds. Wow, that's great. And wag your tails, dogs. Don't forget. And you know why? Because tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Can you say that with me? Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let's do it again. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. This tail is long and green, and we think this animal is sometimes mean. What animal do you think belongs to this tail right here? Can you see it? Long and green right here. We think sometimes the animal it belongs to is mean. Shall we find out what animal it is? Are you all ready? Are you all through guessing? Here we go. It's an alligator. Did you think that it was an alligator? An alligator has a long green tail and a big mouth with lots of sharp teeth in it. You can go like this to show that you're an alligator's mouth. Put your hands together and open them and snap them closed. Ready? Put your hands together, open them, alligator mouths, and snap them closed. Really fast. Let's do it 3 times. Ready? Open and snap. 1, open and snap. 2, open and snap. 3. Now, can you be an alligator? How would you be an alligator like this one? How could you move around the room, or if you're outside, move outside like you're an alligator? Yes, you could lay on your stomachs, crawl around, all around on your stomachs. Yep, and don't forget your tail. How would you show that you have a long green tail, alligators? Oh, I like how you're doing. It's not easy to do this while you're crawling, right? To show that you have a long green tail. But you're doing a good job. Come on back, because tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let's say it together. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Can you do it like this and point with your finger? Ready? The tails up, tails down, and then tails, tails all around. Let's try it again with our fingers. Ready? Tails up, tails down, Tails, tails all around. Great job. We have a new animal coming up with a new tail. Are you ready to see it? Here we go. This is such a soft tail. Do you see this tail right here? It is soft. I'll bring it up close so you can really see it up close. It's a soft tail. Do you know what animal belongs to this soft tail? Do you? Let's see. It is a bunny for sure. The bunny has a nice soft round tail, like a ball of cotton. How would you show that you have a ball of cotton for a tail like that bunny? How could you show that? That's a good way, yeah? You could make your hand into a fist and kind of put it behind you for a nice bunny tail. Can you hop around like you're a bunny? Hopping, hopping like you're a bunny. Hopping, hopping like you're a bunny. Hopping, hopping like you're a bunny all around the room. Can you hop and make bunny ears? Can you hop and make bunny ears? Can you hop and make bunny ears all around where you are? Hopping, hopping like a bunny, don't forget your bunny tail. Hopping, hopping like a bunny, don't forget your bunny tail. Because tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let me hear you say it. I won't say it. I'll just pretend with my mouth. Ready? Are you all ready? Here we go. That was really great. This time I'll point the tails up, up, and I'll point the tails down, down, and I'll make a circle for tails all around. Are you ready? Here we go. Tails up. Let's try that one more time. Go. Wow. I'm so glad you're here to help me tell this story. Boy, can this animal jump? It's true. Look at its tail. It belongs to a, everybody go like this. What kind of animal is this? Let's think. Let's think this way. Like this, we could go. What kind of animal is this? I'm thinking, can you do that? What kind of animal has this kind of long tail? Oh, I hear lots of great answers. Let me hear some more. Oh, it could be that animal. Could be that animal. Oh, it could be. Let's find out. Boy, can this animal jump. It's true. Look at its tail. It belongs to a kangaroo. Isn't that funny that a kangaroo has such a long tail like that? And a kangaroo has a little pouch right here to carry the baby kangaroo in. That's really convenient. That's really easy for the mommy kangaroo. Can you make a long kangaroo tail? That's a good way, putting your arm out really long behind you and maybe moving it back and forth. Now, kangaroos really like to jump. So can you jump all the way around wherever you are? Let me see you do that. Jump, 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 kangaroos. Jump high, kangaroos. Jump, 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 kangaroos. Jump high, kangaroos. Don't forget your tail. Can you make a tail while you're jumping? Let's see. And you're jumping, kangaroos. Jumping, jumping. Don't forget your tail. Wow. Good jumps. All right, jump on over here. Let's have a rest and see what the next page is. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let's all say it. I'm going to clap. You might want to clap with me while we say it too. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Wow, this animal has a tail that sure looks swell. But wow, does this animal really something? I will tell you in a minute. So you see this tail on this animal? It's kind of white. It's kind of fluffy. I'll give you a second or two to think, what animal has that tail? Let me think. Let me think. Wow, this animal has a tail that sure looks swell, but wow, does this animal really, are you ready? This animal really does smell. It's a skunk with a beautiful tail. And sometimes skunks release a bad odor, and we can go, P-U. We like to close our nostrils so we don't smell it. Can you all do that? P-U. Again, P-U. Can you walk around or crawl around like you're a skunk with a big fluffy tail? So get down on the ground or the floor, wherever you are, and crawl around, skunks. Don't forget your fluffy tail. Crawling around, skunks. Don't forget your fluffy tail. Good job. Because you know what? I'm thinking you know. Tails up, tails down. Tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down. Tails, tails all around. Just turning the page, make sure I don't skip one for my friends. This tail belongs to an animal that's sly. And sly means you can be pretty tricky. So this tail belongs to an animal that's sly. And if I ever saw one, I would just walk right by. If I ever saw the animal that belongs to this tail, I would just walk right by. What do you think? Which animal do you think this tail belongs to? I'm going to show you. Are you ready? It's a tricky animal. It's a sly animal. It's a fox. Yes, indeed. Can you be a fox and walk around wherever you are and have a big kind of reddish, orangish tail right here behind you? How would you show that? Kind of fluffing up high, moving up higher while you're walking around because you're a fox? Good job. Good crawling and walking like you are a fox, because don't forget, okay? Tails up, tails down. Tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down. Tails, tails all around. This tail is quite curly. Don't you agree? Whoa, look at this tail. It doesn't look too big. It looks kind of curly. Can you make a little curly tail? How would you do that maybe? Maybe with your finger right behind you, a little curl, kind of curl your finger a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Those are good ways. It's not that easy. Oh, you're doing a great job with it. What animal do you think belongs to this tail? This quite curly tail? Let's see. Are you ready? It belongs to a pig. Did you get it? What do pigs say? Yes, they do sound like they say oink, oink, oink. Can you move around the room like you're a pig? Don't forget your curly tail. And let me hear you say oink, oink while you're moving around the room, or if you're outside, while you're moving around outside, saying oink, oink like a pig. Oink, oink, don't forget your curly tail. Oink, oink, don't forget your curly tail. Good job, everybody. Good job being funny pigs. And now we can say tails up, tails down. Tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Would you ever want to wish that you had a tail like a, what do you think about this tail? Who do you think this tail belongs to? Would you ever want to wish that you had a tail like a fish? Were you thinking that? And the tail on this fish kind of looks like it moves back and forth like this, kind of swishing back. Can you do that? Swishing back and forth. Swishing back and forth. Back and forth. Now, what I need you to do is be fish in water and swim around the room, however, or outside, however you think you should do it. Can you do it while you have a tail moving back and forth behind you? Swish, swish, swish. Go ahead, fish, all the way around. Oh, some of you are on the floor being fish. Some of you are standing up but walking around being fish. Some of you even going like this. Oh, I like your fish faces too. Can you all try to make a fish face? Kind of like this. Can you blow bubbles like you're a fish? How do you want to do it? Good job. I need you to help me say this. Are you ready? Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Do you know what animal has this tail? I bet you have lots of different guesses about what animal belongs to this tail. Let's think about that. I'm going to show you. This tail belongs to a beaver. And the beaver has a nice flat tail to pat down the mud when the beaver puts some wood and other things in rivers to make what's called dams to kind of stop the water from moving to certain places. So can you flop down your tail, your beaver tail, and pat down the mud? Maybe put it behind you and be a beaver and pat down the mud with your tail. Let me see you do that. Good job, beavers. Can you get on the ground but don't move? And then pat down the mud behind you with your beaver tail, just kind of sitting on the ground, or all crunched up maybe, like that. But don't forget your beaver tail behind you. Good job, everybody. Because you know what? Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Let's kind of march around the room, or if you're outside, march around outside. And I'll clap and say for you, tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. You're marching, and maybe you're saying, tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Thank you. Look, this tail belongs to a bird who has a red breast. Are you ready to give a guess? A red breast on a bird. This is the breast part of your body. So this bird has a red area right on the chest, right on its breast. What bird has a red chest, a red breast? Many birds do, but this bird in particular is kind of famous for it. Are you ready? It is called a robin. Some people call it a robin redbreast because right here is red. And when we see a robin, usually at the beginning of spring, we know it's spring. Robins are Nice first sign of the springtime weather. Can you fly around the room like you're a robin redbreast? Before you do, look at its long tail. Long tail. It's kind of thin at the end, like a finger. You could just kind of go like this. I don't know. Show me how you could fly around the room like you're a robin redbreast. How would you do that? Get your wings out. Get your wings out and fly fast. Fast, fast, fast. Robin's flying fast. Now go slow, slow, slow. Robin's flying slow. Don't forget to show your tail. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Right? Let's do it. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. If you had a tail, would you like it to be bushy or long or curly or fluffy or flat or hard or wavy? This is a silly, fun thing to think about, isn't it? Look at all these different tails. I can see some tails that we didn't talk about. Can you? This one looks like it's a whale's tail. Can you take your hand and pretend you're a whale's tail and you're coming out of the water and flapping it down? And you're raising your whale's tail out of the water and flapping it down. And over here I spy with my little eye, this tail looks like it's from a peacock. And a peacock opens up its tail feathers, kind of like a turkey does, right behind its back, and it spreads them open. It spreads them all open. There's so many different kinds of tails in this world. That's what makes everything so much fun, to have so many different things. Because tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. Can you say that with me? Tails up, tails down, tails, tails all around. And if you notice, there are a few tails right here on the wall behind me. I'm glad we had this time together for you to hear my new story for this week that I wrote called Tails Up, Tails Down, Tails, Tails All Around. And I hope you continue to use your imagination, that you have tails. It's a funny thing to do. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.